Hey guys, this is Lanier from Lanier and Sons, and you know what's going on right now in the gaming industry is something that I honestly, in my 27 years of living, I don't think I've ever seen. The backlash that Star Wars Battlefront is receiving on Reddit right now is historic. It is, as at the time of this recording, it is up to 500,000 downloads. 500,000 downloads on Reddit right now. And all that comes to my mind, given to what we're seeing right now in the gaming industry, especially this past fall, with games like Forza, which I refunded, games like Shadow of War, games like, what else had loot boxes? Call of Duty World War II. You know, at what point do we sit back and say, this may be our fault? This may be our fault. These publishers don't care about you. They care about making money. They care about making money. That's what it comes down to. They care about making money, and y'all are giving them the money. At what point do we stop going off on Activision and start going off on ourselves? I don't know the individuals who are giving all this money to Activision and Microsoft and EA who are paying these microtransactions for these games, but they are definitely stinking up the place. You pay, you can go and you can say as much stuff on Reddit as you want, but when it comes down to it, it's what you pay with your wallet. It's what you pay with your wallet. If you don't pay money, if you don't pay for these microtransactions, they go away. They stop making these games exploitative and they go back to being fun like they used to. I had a choice. My wife decided to buy me a driving wheel for one of the sim racing games, whether it was Forza 7 or Project Cars 2. I did my research. I looked at both communities. I looked at both forums. I looked at all the patches that had been made, and Forza turned out to be the better title for me personally, marginally. That's what I thought. Anyway, I get Forza. I knew about the loot boxes. I knew about the loot box system. I knew they had made changes, especially to the VIP program. So I went ahead and I got Forza. I turn on Forza. I look at the mods that were locked behind the loot boxes. I look at the credit system. I looked at a lot of things. It didn't sit well. I had to go and request a refund. Luckily for me, they gave me the refund. So I go with Project Cars, and for me personally, playing the game, I'm enjoying Project Cars a lot better, just based on the testing that I did. But that's beside the point. What's it going to take? What is it going to take for the gaming industry to change? It's too big to crash. The crashing argument is over. It's too big to crash. It's not going to crash. But you look at Star Wars, which is just the biggest, just dramatic fail of the year. I mean, it's ugly. It's ugly. But I'm telling you, man, all this may be in vain because you're gonna have a lot of people, uninformed people that are gonna go and buy this game for the holidays. You got the Last Jedi coming out next month. I don't know. We need to look at ourselves. We need to ask ourselves, hey, what are we doing? Who's paying for this? I saw one article where a person apparently spent somebody who was a developer found out that someone spent $15,000 on microtransactions for a Mass Effect game. 15,000. That's a lot of money. And what kind of self-esteem do we have as gamers? And I understand that it's someone's money, and they spend the money the way that they feel they want to spend it. But at what point do we look at ourselves and say, man, maybe we got a problem. Maybe it's something we need to change about ourselves. I don't want to say this is a fad, and I hope it's a fad, but these guys are making more and more profits from this. And I don't want to hear the excuses, oh, they need the money to make these games. They were making end over end profits before loot boxes became a thing. That's not an excuse, and it's a stupid one at that. It's dumb. I go on Facebook. And then I get to hear all of these fanboys, man, trying to defend. I've seen them defend other games. I've seen them defend Take-Two. I've seen them defend Red Dead, which is going to have microtransactions. I've seen them defend, Shadow of War. I've seen them defend World War II. I've seen them defend all these other games that have these microtransactions in it. But for Battlefront, there's no argument. There's no argument here. What kind of self-esteem do you have, dude? I understand that you may love Star Wars and it hurts. But hey, when you were sitting back saying, oh, it's just cosmetic. It's just cosmetic. Don't worry about it. You feeling it now, don't you? It hurts. It hurts that they're messing with your game now. That they're messing with your favorite franchise. America's favorite franchise. It sucks, don't it? Well, maybe you should have looked at yourself when you were buying all those loot boxes in the other game. You give the gaming industry, you give these publishers a little bit, they're going to take a whole bunch. And you're starting to find that out now. It's a little bit too late. But hopefully, when people smarten up and stop buying this garbage, you see season passes are on their way out because they don't work. People stop buying content that didn't exist. Online pass. They thought they were going to kill GameStop with the online pass. People thought it was stupid. People didn't buy into it. They still bought pre-owned games. Said whatever. Constant DLCs. DLCs don't sell unless they're good and reviewed. People ain't gonna buy DLCs unless they're serious. Then they want to come and hit us with this whole game as a service thing. Game as a service can work. It's how you make it want to work. And that's on the publishers. If it's trash, like this Star Wars Battlefront thing is, then you gonna get trash in return. It's going to destroy this game. It really is. Battlefront 1, yeah, just because it was Star Wars, just because it had the Star Wars name on it, that didn't mean anything. It still ended up being a dead game. The same thing can happen to Battlefront 2, even with the movie coming out next month. It can still happen. We got to do something, y'all. We got to change it up. We really do. We need to get smarter. We can poke blame at the publishers, but you need to talk to your buddy who's going out and buying these trash games and asking them, hey, what the heck's going on? You know what I'm saying? Even I will say, hey, it was whatever when it was cosmetics, but now it's past that point. Y'all got to do something. Talk to your buddy. Say, hey, why are you paying $100 for Battlefront when you're going to have to pay another $200? Yeah, which GameSpot did the calculation? $200 to not have to spend freaking hundreds of hours trying to get one Darth Vader character. Talk to your buddy. Talk to your friends. Share it on Facebook. Try and educate people. Try and educate some of the more casual crowd. Because if you're listening to this right now, you ain't casual, you know. So, but yeah, that's that's about all I got. Thank you for tuning into Lanier and Sons. A little bit of a rant of mine. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Trying to get a bigger audience. The more people we get, the more motivated we'll be to do more of this stuff. So, all right, see you guys later.